right. Let's see. Good evening, Chloe. And how are you tonight? Hopefully tonight is vastly different than last night was. For those who don't know, tonight will be the very first of my VODs that will be going up on the channel. That where I will be also doing recordings. So there will be an influx here and there of stuff of what I will be doing here. One thing for certain, campaign is the main thing I'm going to be doing on that particular of what I'll be recording stuff for, because that'll be the stuff for as far as actually, thank you for reminding me of that, so we can so I got a huge influx of cards, so for the time being, quite a few pros. Shocked that the very first card I'm going to have a pro in the void department will be Bray Wyatt, which fantastic, because I do have the lantern that's going to make him. Uh, did focus on League. Um, for those who are not aware, that I do offline stuff, but mostly it's not usually the. It's mostly the PvP that I would do, but which is now League that I was doing. I was focusing mostly on doing all the challenges. What was the thing I was getting to? Like, I'm not doing too bad for day one. Because if things go the way I need to, this is all I got left to really clobber out, and then it's just doing it straight. Shouldn't be that hard to do, but we'll see. Just want to claim everything else before I get going. That has literally been the exact reward I have gotten every single time since I have started. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I've gotten SummerSlam 25 every single card, so at least make it variety, but that's not what the game apparently wants to do for me. Showdown, I have done quite a bit. I have figured out a little bit of a strategy to it. So the main focus that I've been doing for Showdown, for a lot of people who may be struggling to understand its concept, is if you don't see a high tier card as far as superstars go, do not grab a superstar card. Grab either rules. Rules are a good one because you can get up to 50 to 75% boost on one particular arrow. And while it may not be the arrow you're using, you have it. I tried to, and that's the first time I've actually gotten anything higher, so that's actually good. That and cheats are usually the two things that I was focusing on getting. Unfortunately, at one point that I just ended up with nothing that I needed. So when it just ended up being, I got to 10. Yay! Woo! So I think if I'm not, yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, 10 is my record for the leaderboard. I can't get, I couldn't seem to get any higher. Um, I did read about Mr. Antra here. He said he just like went on a tear and he just couldn't understand how he did it. He just did it, which is interesting when people say that because it's just like, oh, well, what else we got? Pro card, which is easy to do, and then not pretty much male and female tag matches are pretty much the go-tos. Do them both right here. I threw everybody that I've recently gotten so far and The Rock into this, with the exception of Devon, because unfortunately Devon ended up being the extra. Running in the Bull Nakano makes me very uncomfortable. I did get so getting Sammy was out there. I was very like shocked by that, and I swore that I had. That's why. So at one point I thought I had Bushwhacker Butch Pro, and then I was like, why did he come up as a new? And then it clicked. It just clicked as to why that was. So I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. So I'm very well aware I may run into losses early in this. I'm not even remotely thinking otherwise, because my cards, as you pointed out, I believe it was you, Chloe, who pointed out that there is going to be there's going to be certain cards that are going to be discrepancies at certain levels. So you have to take what you can get, because there may be ones that I have that are just the absolute weakest of the weak. But if it's only just that one, I'm not really too concerned. It's like, it is what it is. Right. Forget. Trainables. Fortunately, that's going to be all Eon cards. Just see who I can. At least turn in the fortification 3s. Turn my best into even better until the only if there were like at the time, because at times I try to get better superstars, but it has to be a very specific, like, it has to be like the very highest tier that you can get. Like, it cannot be just, oh, the lowest tier that you're getting. If you get that, oh, that's fine, no big deal there. Yeah, but it cannot be the lowest tier. I will not accept low tier cards. Um, because once you sort of figure out what the cards look like, once you figure out what the backs of the cards look like, then you can figure out which cards are the high tiers and which ones aren't. I think both of you are. No, you are not done, so I can't do anything with you. Uh, I don't think I can do anything with anyone else now. This is a list that this is a list that I cannot. It's just I cannot get over how much I'm gonna have to like wipe through. Thank you for the follow, Chase. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Um, the way I did it was I just kept looking at for the most part, once you early on, superstars are fine. How you doing, Chase? Early on, I said superstars, but then you have to like I go for rules and cheats because those are like the two that I seem to notice, but also the it's been a year, has it? Time does fly. I got to everything you did was about Hornswoggle. Uh, Chloe, I got to match. I got to 10. I made I made some weird. Uh, I don't know how. At times, I think I just picked the right cheats because I had sometimes had a plus 100% on some, and then other times I had. So there was some where I had. It was just like a certain situation where I had. I remember what I had because I had a right arrow 25%, two down arrows for 50%, and a left arrow 75%. But I remember I lost on the 11th round, but I did finish the 10th. Just gotta wipe out everything. Make some room here. I'm not gonna lie, the Void Crush looks way better than the Eon one. Straight up voids, like nothing else. Like, um, uh, trying to remember what did I pull from that. That one was, if I'm remembering right, that one was Crush. Um, that's where I got my second Nikki, or excuse me, the second ambush, and I think that's where I got my Maurice too. And in our chat, the Hornswoggle legend lives on. Yeah, that's all I really got. I got the lowest of the low. I think the reason was, let's see, yeah, because I dropped here. Yeah, so I literally got all void. And then 2 exclusive picks, which weren't anything to really write home about. Oh yeah, no doubt. It's I'm not like trashing the fact that I got void cards. It's still it's only the second day of the new season. Like I'm just saying like in context, it's like I mean it's not much to write home about because of the fact of where I'm at. I mean I'm guessing people might be expecting me to have so much more, but I mean for what it's worth, me getting Crush was like when I seen the Crush card, I was like, yes, I like that right off the bat because I like Crush because I've always liked Crush. He was always one of my favorite guys growing up. When he was when he moved from Demolition to Disciples of Apocalypse, and when he was in the Nation of Domination, obviously, so that one was kind of like one of my favorites. Well, right now, yeah, I need them for purposes of leveling up because I kind of like leveled up everybody and then realized how fast you might run out of cards to level up. Doesn't really do you any good. Shouldn't be too much more before I um get those last rewards. Ooh, it's not looking good. Yeah, I kept them. I'm sure he'll pop up at some point. Probably go trophy. I just don't think I put the new. I don't think I put the ambush in the deck yet, which I probably should have. I still haven't pulled the Drew McIntyre yet, which is strange. I haven't like adjusted anything. Uh, Cherry, my season 12 is going pretty well so far. Uh, can't complain really. Um, uh, Gotta go with working with what I got. I mean, I'm getting good draws. Like, what is? I mean, I'm almost into what is the third one? Adventure at this point, but that's mainly because of Sami Zayn and The Rock are my main two. The reason why, and the Rock support, which I'm still trying to figure out how the heck I got, but there had to have been a reason. I'm almost there. I had a lot of stuff was doing today at my job, so I was making it kind of hard to get everything more that I wanted. But I got a lot done though. I won't lie. Like I got majority of the challenges done. I just got left is the um female elimination chamber, and then the survivor bouts, and that's it. That's all that's left. Everything I've literally just been drawing off the draft board mostly. I really haven't been pulling anything out of the stores. It's good. More of that. Yes. More Super Showdown tokens. Want to do it now or just hold out? Because I think I'm going to hold out. Only reason being is because the next level up is going to be. Oh no, I have a little bit before. I probably should do it now then. I was going to say hold out if I thought I was much closer than I was. T-shirt, okay. Void missile. Oh, no, that was. That void was an ignition. That's ignition. Triple H, good. Bobby Heenan, Becky. I'm gonna double check on that Miss Elizabeth because that may have been ignition. Bull Nakano. Miss Elizabeth was ignition. Okay. All right. No. Yeah. It's you once you know what you have. I still say no. If you have if your rules are pretty good, then I would say go for cheats or modifiers. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, that was my objective counter pack, so that was nice. want it to be. To unhighlight that. Never too soon to have a Bobby Heenan. Just going to wipe out all that I have, if I can. Except for the 33, so that takes... And it'll be 32. So 29, 26 that I would have. Okay, this ought to be interesting as far as, yeah. Really? I was going to say, I should have Roxanne, but I was going to say it's not. Wait a sec. I can at least pull Devon out and put Triple H in. I do have that if I want to use it. I don't need it yet. Not yet. Crap. Okay. That's going to be that's the equipment one, right? Yeah. Let's say anything in this category at this point is done. That's actually good. Like, the sooner you're able to get a whole lot done, the better. I completely missed the hat, and I'd love to know how I did that. That's actually really bad. I just got so much. I would say anything that isn't that I don't already have worked on at this point can go. And once I take a second to realize what I was going to do, so if I'm going to use them, let's at least use them to good use. Let's not. Absolutely not. Three error. Cut this. Not really worth much. Neither are you. You're useful. This whole page is good, so yeah. The heck am I? Do I have? I must have. I must have like a lot of I must have a lot of like eons in general. Beat. Yeah, I was gonna say I have to have a lot of eons in general. There's no way. 25. They gotta up that at some point. Um, I'll probably have to wait to see on Bray Wyatt, see where he lands. On actually normal ones, I should be okay to do it too. Right? Let's see here. Normal. Even with up arrows, that's even debatable. Okay, maybe not yet. Not quite. If I start getting a little overcrowded on them, then I have to make the move. I don't want to sit there and get rid of cards for no reason. I don't want to start proing them for no reason, because it'll affect my technically my Giants Unleashed deck. And the only time I want to start doing that is when I have it, when I officially have knocked those cards out 100%, which won't take long. before that starts happening. Keep it going as long as I can. I mean, if you're already at that point where you no longer need them, it's not. Some people reach that point very quickly. Believe me. Otherwise, it's muted. It's not really a big deal. I've kind of got a plan as far as when it comes to campaign. As long as I can keep the Road to Glory plan going, it'll be this should be a cinch to get Batista, but
Oliver Glasner.
what it'll come down to is just a little bit of a little extra push here and there. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why they chose this to be the first event. I mean, I'm trying to think of what it could have been the better. I mean, something like ring domination, or even a Giants might have been a better selection, because it would have also, if they would have given us Giants, to be honest, it might have been better. I understand they gave it to us at the end of last season, but it would have been a better start. It'd be better to give it to us at the start rather than giving it to us at the end, because it would allow people to sort of and this goes for the those who are new players. This helps out the newer players, because how many can we all knock out in a single day? It does so much better. Um, I'm thinking about it that Giants would have been the better one to start the season off with, just because that while Road to Glory can be beneficial if you're trying to train a lot of cards, yes, because you can select what cards you want to work on. Don't get me wrong. Giants Unleashed would work if you're at least trying to build up from where you're at. So you'd have multiple attempts at getting packs of the same of your tier or higher, depending on how it goes. And because it also wouldn't even be a an event card anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. So it's not like you're going to be giving us anything crazy. Like, I don't even know what we're getting at the end of this. I would assume it's just it's done after we hit the end of it. So I really would hope every those who are known. I'm only using this as the phrase of those who pay, those who are the whales, the pay the pay to pay play players. I would really hope they didn't decide to. I really hope there is something after Batista, like a heroic side, because if there isn't, I kind of feel bad for him, because they kind of would be wasting their credits on this for nothing. And that's being me being generous about it, because if there isn't anything, then it's like, ugh, it's a little rough to take. See, I'm starting to see the harder cards coming out. I gotta hope I start pulling more ignition cards. I mean, I could very easily beef up one of the Bray Wyatts. Who do they put in the performance center anyway? Since we're on this subject. Before I do anything else, performance center. Who is in there? Oh, I put Sammy in. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I think I would just keep going with. Oh no, do the Bray Wyatt. Depending. I mean, I really wouldn't. I'm not necessarily overwhelmed either because let's not forget I am also training cards. If I start feeling like where I'm taking losses, obviously I'm gonna alter what I'm using. And that's like I said, this is debating, and this is the only way this makes any sense is if there has to be a heroic side to this. So there has to be another prize card, because if there isn't, then okay, this makes more sense as to why this might be difficult. Because what you see right now, yeah, my rock would make it in. Sammy, obviously, maybe a few of the ignitions would make it in, but I would imagine actually none of my ignitions would make it in. Sammy, maybe. Now that I'm realizing it. I like the fact that the first event, because of how close, I'm actually gonna just dial back a little bit just because of that. Give myself a chance to do this. Let's first do that, and then I don't know how many of these there are, and with this at least, it's not a matter if I win or lose. It's just a matter of just playing. I don't know. Just pick any two eons, I guess. I mean, when people say that they're going to be that the game's overwhelming with how much there is to do, like obviously Ripley did bring it up the other day. If you put yourself, if you assign your time accordingly, you should be able to handle it because there's only so many times you can do showdown, and there's only so many times you're going to be able to do um, Survivor. Winning Survivor will be more beneficial, is becoming a new beneficial one. Do I think it might do better to do Survivor as far as PvP? I actually do, but that depends on if you want to do that or do you want to train your cards. In this situation, I would say get your points to 20,000, considering that there is a card on the line. Almost definitely. I would say first get it to 20,000, then you can train whoever, because afterwards, like, get the challenges done, then probably focus on Survivor until you have none left. And because obviously there's a huge amount of points on the line if you win Survivor. So think of it that way. If you hit, you're going to hit big. Especially for the league. That's exactly where I'm hitting from. Just going right into the deck. Like there's not even a second thought about that. Yep. So I thought it was. That. Then we do this. Reset. Okay, that one. WrestleMania's done. Let's hit Unhinged. All right, SummerSlam 2. There we go. So, you know, the problem is now it's going to create quite the influx for me because the moment I kind of do this, it's I'm kind of at that point now where if I get certain cards, like if I throw the Bray Wyatt, like obviously I have the material to immediately finish him off. Like there will be no like there's nothing that's gonna like hold that back. Like his matches will get done, his level will be done, and uh, his savants will be done. They'll all get done at one time. I have stuff saved up for that situation, so I don't have to worry right away. And I just got a bunch more for at least leveling up, so at least there's that. I'm pretty sure once I get to what I think is Sammy's level or whoever I decide to start using the train ups on. That was not the right card to use in that situation, but either way, it's going to be there's going to be a lot of them used. Yikes. What do we got left? Yeah, but I still have 2 cards left, and one I'm certain is gonna take out. Oh wow, she has nothing left. It's gonna be an easy win. What do I have left for this? 5 more. Which means 3 more of that. Anything that's... No. I'm at least gonna throw this on the Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna pick cards at random now. Well, except for Sammy, obviously. You... Power and Charisma. Anything that's like not finished, I'm gonna at least throw on somebody so I can get it done. And then if I have to adjust it later, I can do that. Oh, here's something on you. Definitely not that. I wish I had the scepter. Or the crown, rather, for the Macho Man. That would be fantastic. Demolition, I can honestly picture their masks being their equipment. If there ever was one that they ever released for the game, it'd be the masks. Because I can't picture anything else. Or either the mask or their gauntlets. I mean, okay, so we got Triple H, which will have the wow, really? Oh wow, I really do. Okay, nice. Every part of me wants to actually. That's exactly what I'm going to do, at least for her. Except it's already on a Tiffany, so never mind. If you're going to be willing to train, you got to be willing to train with the ability to adapt. with a little bit of a strategy. Yeah. So this way, at least most of my cards aren't getting decimated. I can do a little bit more. At least in certain categories. And Natalia just shows up and basically just slaps me with a reality check and letting me know, yeah, you still are gonna lose. No, I feel like she can win that. At least I thought she could. I may need to start preparing for the inevitable. And that was not part of it. Do I count it? Yeah, we count it. It's a it's a crap one, but it's still. Oh no, it did count my win. I guess it doesn't have to be counted then. I thought for sure it was taking away my point, my victory there. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll have to count it as a loss. But no, never mind. Okay. Nope, nope. Can I go over to the females? Let's go Tiffany to start. Because who better? Get smacked around a little bit. I'm not liking that. I was gonna say if that was an Eon, that had to be the Kaylani. Stephanie should be okay. Should be and will be are two very different things. All right, Kyrie. Game is being very cold. probably should have super moved on that round. I'm gonna have to risk it. 14,000. I can steal it with a super move or... Oh yeah, we need a super move to steal this. It's like I am damaged in way too many categories to not super move in this round. Booyah. Straight down the left side. Yes. Okay. That was bound to happen eventually. I mean, I delivered 4 perfect wins. Eventually, I was going to take a loss. If I find my last perfect card, I should be okay. Said if. That should be a win. Oh yeah, absolutely. So it was 3. I was going to say, and a Road to Glory bout. Ready to go. Okay, damn it. That's going to bother me. did it again. That's starting to worry me a little bit. I mean, it is counting the wins, just not. Hmm. I will make do with what I got, though. I wonder. Yeah, 2 Julias. That was the wrong card to pick. You know what? Let's just not take any chances. So it was a Zarya. Okay, so 2 of his cards are damaged. It's probably a pretty darn good situation. As long as it stays off of power, I should be all right. Or I can pick all 3. I got so lucky. Oh, nice. And that's all we had. I'm so gonna run out of cards. do you two. And there's you. I gotta have some way of leveling up cards. Or better yet, just phrase it better. I need some way of being able to dump these cards into, because if I don't, that was going to continue. I'll save Selena Vega for last. At least I'll try to. This plan is not foolproof. I sort of saw that coming. I don't think I have anyone else. Power up the cards that don't have pros. I mean, I guess. Did I just do it again? Apparently so. Okay, let's hope this doesn't happen again. I'm not going to click any further because the last 2 times I've done it has crashed the game. Still crashed. Okay. Well, that's rather unfortunate. I may have to stay out of Road to Glory. Huh. I didn't even know Titan Takedown was even active. As far as with the game crashing, I can't do much about that. It's just happening. There's nothing I really can do about it. Yes. Might be saving yourself a headache, and you may be saving yourself less of a headache right now. Ooh, I've had a few issues with it. None of which are even a skill issue. The Rock, Sammy, a future pro of Bray Wyatt currently are my top three at the moment. And a lot of ignitions. Just waiting to pull that Drew. Yes. Give me the super. They got a lot more void potential pros than I do. Take my extra 800 points though. Now comes the real question. Why don't we? Houses. That is a lot. All right. So why don't I? Hmm. Give me a second on that. That's what I thought. completed in a while. New survivor. Yeah, I figured as much. That's just kind of how that's going to be. Okay. Adjust this so I can see a little better. There we go. That much I figured. Because it wouldn't seem logical if you were able to. So instead, let's get some rules. Oof. Rough start, but can still be worked on. Do a redraw. Yes, yes, yes. Well, that I could see because Tatum was already turned heel or face, so that was already a thing. Striking one in, it doesn't matter. I've already got the win, so. Let's see what we get. Come on. And we have no rules, so. Nice. Nice tools. Now we can sort of benefit off that a little bit. Ugh, that was... Oh, that is not what I'm looking for right now. Well, that'll get me 15%, so... Not saying it's going to be the best, but I don't get it, but sure. Yeah, I did see that when I did it. I kind of did see you can get them there. It made sense. Okay, we need a cheat back. Yeah, that's good. And oh, that's a very good one. Let's replace that definitely. This is a one rounder, isn't it? Let's see if I can get all my right arrows, maybe. I guess not. I don't know if I can. Let's re-roll it then. I'm so gonna regret that. Oh. Oh. I got nervous thinking that I was gonna regret that so badly. 2 rolls. Yeah. Definitely. No. Let's see. No, let's give it to Roman, I guess. I'm doing this out of like must play your weakest card. My weakest card just got the hugest boost. Nice. Only up arrows apply. So what if don't want to waste something if I don't need to. Let's try to redraw. Oh, single. Okay, so if I apply that, 25%. Oh well. How did I not notice that before? Okay, well, it wasn't bad. Honestly, I mean, Ivy's good to get my hands on. Just keep it going until... Alright. Same alignment. Ooh. Yeah. It's a really good card for what it's worth. %, that's good. Gee, now if only I could just get a bunch of up arrows, that would be fantastic. I could use a real lot of the down arrows right about now. That's like the only up arrow I have seen is Eddie. Different alignments. Okay, so you. Woo! You have got to be joking me. This is just getting weird. I hate to do it, but I have to do something that's going to be different. Okay, well, that's going to help a little bit. At least they're different directions, so They all must be the same alignment. All I got is the 2 downs. Guy's got to do what a guy's got to do. If I can get a better down one, I'll be all set. I don't like it, but maybe if I can get a down one that's better than what I already had. It was better in terms of what I was working with there, because that was just going to be really bad. Because at least, okay, now I got 5s, so that gives me a chance. So if there's a bunch of rules on the board, I can work with it. No. Yeah, no. I get a feeling all the rules are going to be really bad. Yep. I got a cheat. Reroll, that's... Best believe I'm playing that just out of necessity. I can win this next one, I'll be getting another reward, so that'll be something to work for. Oh, I'm not liking this. Reroll match requirement. Make it something that just works for me. It's better than what I was going to be working with. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna get stomped. Yep. I had absolutely no shot. It was almost a game. It was almost like the game was making it very clear that it was not going to let me win that match. Nice. Julia is nice. What do I get out of this pack anyway? Wade. Possibility of 4 voids, 2 voids. I mean, that's probably going to be the best possible thing we all could be shooting for, and that's getting the Lita and Jacob. What do we got? Just punk. Okay. Although I see those kind of superstars, I'm going to be making my move. Yeah, but that's what I figured. Start building up a stronger deck. Makes total sense why. Can't see 99,000 being enough, but I've been wrong before. Let's go with the rule. I'll go with the superstar. Davy Boy is good. Oh yeah, it's 5 picks. Absolutely not. Wow, that went wrong so fast. Okay. Let's go. 10%'s okay. I could have went with better. Okay, the likelihood that I've actually picked the right one right off the bat is pretty slim. Okay, let's see. Let's have different alignments. Those 2 alignments are going to be dangerous because of that. I can have 2 picks, so nice, nice. Best of 5. Do a redraw. And I'm only willing to do 1. More than 1 is dangerous. So we reroll. Wow. You can tell that it's not for me at all. I'm in that category where I'm not going to do very well. I don't have that many cards left, do I? Well, I'll automatically lose no matter what. Well, what are you going to do? Fortify these bad boys. Huh. Oh, I never even realized that I had all these still sitting here. So like it's doing that again. Well, I think this is an appropriate time to wrap it up for tonight. So thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I appreciate it. I should be on tomorrow, in which case we will continue. Hopefully Road to Glory won't cause too many more issues. And we'll see what happens from there. But until then, this is Josh the J System signing out. Take care, everyone, and have a good night.